You did such a wonderful job in this, and I wanted to know, how much of a food aficionado are you?
I love eating. I really love everything about eating. The only thing I don't eat is meat, but I used to be a model for 8 years, and I was dieting a lot because I was always too fat, because you're always too fat when you're a model. And when I finished this after 8 years, I was just so happy. So now I'm allergic to diet, and I just eat whatever.
That is the best way to be. But what was it like to be on a set like this with all this food? I was talking to Helen, and she said, you know, the craft service was phenomenal.
Yeah, the craft was phenomenal, but the actual food on set wasn't. You didn't want to touch it, because you would get really, really sick. All the shots that you see with food and fingers in it, it's just like shot by a second unit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the craft was amazing. His name is Johannes, and he just does this amazing food for like just plenty of beautiful, amazing, yummy food.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about your preparation to be a chef on screen, because you must get such a good appreciation as to how hard these people work.
Yeah, it's true. Actually, the most important thing for me was to learn how to move in the kitchen. It was really more about body language, because like I didn't know how to, learn how to cook a chicken. You cannot really act that, because, it's useless in this movie. But so I went to my friend's place, Jean Hébert, who won this reality culinary show. And he has his own restaurant in the 16th arrondissement in Paris, and I just observed him for 2 days in the weekend when the service was really, really hard, and I just take notes, and it was perfect.
Yeah, it looks so difficult, but boy, the results are phenomenal.
Oh, cool.
There's a wonderful scene with you and Manish, and you're sitting in having a picnic, and there's a wonderful line where he goes, "Food is memories."
Yes.
So true. What is it about food that just bonds us together, and what is your favorite memory, thinking back about, something, a meal that you had with somebody special, or just something that comes to mind for you?
Well, we all need to eat to survive, right? So, and sometimes eating, it's like every other sense. You want them to be, you want to smell good things, you want to taste good things, you want to hear beautiful music, you want to see beautiful things. We're just normal. We want beautiful things inside and outside of us. And for me, it's, I have to go back to childhood, because it's my first real memories. And, when you're a kid, you're just like, your brain is a sponge. So all my grandmother's food and my mother's food is probably, even though I'm sure if I didn't know my grandmother and my mother and I would go eat at their place, I would probably not really enjoy their food. But because it's part of my childhood, it's just the best, tastiest food I've ever had.
So if somebody were to sit down and make you the most, your favorite meal, appetizer, main course, dessert, what would be your heavenly most favorite meal?
It changes all the time, actually. Really, it changes all the time. I really love Italian food, because it's so good. I would like, I don't know, like burrata, something like that, with olive oil, pastas or pizza, and maybe a fondant au chocolat, like chocolate fondant dessert. Yeah. It's not very original.
No, it's good though. It's good. You moved to France, and you don't get home a lot. I don't think back to Montreal, but to Quebec. Or do you? What do you miss most about being back in Canada?
When you mean what? Because I live in France, and when I go back to Canada,
yeah.
I don't know, because I live in France all the time, so it's more exotic for me to be in Canada, in Montreal, where I'm shooting right now, than in France. But the thing is that it's weird, actually. I've got a French friend that came to live in Montreal, and she said that she was trying to eat exactly the same thing that she was eating in France, but she still gained weight for some reason, because we're just shooting so much hormones in our stuff. Like Americans, we're really we're a fan of that. But yeah.
But anyway, thank you so much. You did a wonderful job, and it's lovely to meet you, and best of luck with everything in your career.
You.
Thank you.